True Blues' Robbie Bola takes us back to last December with this Cougar Rewind.
On December 22nd, 2009, for the first time in history, two ranked teams met in the Maaco Bowl, Las Vegas, as the 14th ranked BYU Cougars made their 5th consecutive trip to Las Vegas, taking on the 18th ranked Oregon State Beavers. A former Beaver, Bronco Mendenhall, was on the BYU sideline coaching against his alma mater on an evening with winds gusting upwards of 40 miles per hour.
Because the wind will determine the outcome of the game more than any other element of the weather.
The night began rough for the Cougars, who went 3 and out on their first 2 offensive possessions and yielded back-to-back big plays to brothers Jaquiz and James Rogers before quarterback Sean Canfield kept it to get Oregon State on the board first.
Wait on him, piling it in. Touchdown, Oregon State.
But from there, the game took a 180-degree turn. Max Hall completed passes to 4 different receivers, and Manasseh Tonga and Harvey Unga controlled the ground game, with the latter getting into the end zone to bring BYU equal.
Hall gives it to Unga, looking for room. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
The wind continued to make itself manifest, and the game was delayed when the net got stuck in the goalpost. Cue Dr. Lou.
They won't get across the goalpost with the wind blowing that way in that net.
Oregon State was in favor of leaving it up in that case.
Oh, geez, what's the vertical leap on that referee, Mark?
About 4 inches.
The official may say go for 2. Just go for 2 and forget about it.
2 plays later, Quiz Rogers dropped a backwards pass for a fumble, and Matt Bauman scooped up the loose ball and took it 34 yards for the touchdown.
Matt Bauman heading to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Despite driving straight into the wind in the first quarter, BYU managed to have the lead as it entered the second quarter, now with the wind at its back. Johnny Hecker had 2 punts for 6 yards each, and the Cougars took advantage of a short field, taking a 23-7 lead on a 25-yard pass from Hall to Luke Ashworth.
Hall looking for more production. He's got his man complete and going into the end zone. Luke Ashworth, touchdown BYU.
The second half was just more of the same. Oregon State turned the ball over on downs, and Hall found Dennis Pitta in the end zone to give BYU a 30-7 lead.
Touchdown BYU! Hall to Dennis Pitta. BYU is turning this into a laugher and also making a statement for the Mountain West.
After another turnover on downs, the Beavers turned it over in a more conventional fashion, on a James Rogers fumble. Oregon State came into the bowl game having lost just 2 fumbles all season, but lost 2 against BYU alone. The turnovers mounted as Scott Johnson later picked off a Canfield pass and returned it 56 yards.
Runs it all the way back to the 35 to the delight of the Cougar sideline and the contingent from Provo.
In case there was any doubt as to the outcome of the game, the offense continued to pour it on, with Manasseh Tonga scoring 2 touchdowns while BYU scored 37 unanswered points. The Cougars easily tainted Mike Riley's 5-0 record in bowl games with a 44-20 victory. The 44 points were the most the Beavers had ever allowed in a bowl game, and the most BYU had scored in one since recording 46 in the 1980 holiday.
A dominating performance from the Y. The Cougars, the 2009 Maaco Bowl Las Vegas champions.